Today at 6, the new Conservative leader is Rishi Sunak. He'll be the youngest Prime Minister in Britain for 200 years. Minutes after being elected by Conservative MPs, he ruled out an early general election and warned his party they had to unite or die.
We now need stability and unity, and I will make it my utmost priority to bring our party and our country together.
His last remaining challenger, Penny Mordaunt, had left the race a few minutes before the official announcement was made.
We have received one valid nomination. And Rishi Sunak is therefore elected as leader of the Conservative Party.
Politics comes at us rather fast these days, doesn't it? This autumn's second new Prime Minister inherits a nightmarish soup of political and economic gloom. His task starts now.
Yes, we'll have more from Chris in this extended edition of BBC News at 6 as we consider the prospects for a Sunak premiership. At Westminster, the main opposition parties are united on the need for a general election so that millions of voters can have their say.
Labour thinks that we should be having a general election. I think everybody who I've spoken to, the public, have said we should be having a general election. There is no mandate now.
He should call an early general election. He's the second person in a row to be appointed as Prime Minister by Tories, not elected by the population.
Mr Sunak's rapid advance is a significant moment for politics, and he's the first British Asian to become Prime Minister. And we'll be asking voters who are deeply concerned about the rising cost of living for their thoughts on the new Prime Minister.
What do you want right now?
A government we can trust, a government we can depend on, a government that's going to get things right and not going to screw us over.
And stay with us here on BBC News for continuing coverage and analysis from our team of correspondents in the UK and around the world.
Good evening. The new leader of the Conservative Party is Rishi Sunak, who is expected to be confirmed as Britain's new Prime Minister sometime tomorrow. Mr Sunak is the first British Asian to head the UK government, and at 42, he'll be the youngest Prime Minister in over 2 centuries. Mr Sunak's victory was confirmed this afternoon when his last remaining challenger, Penny Mordaunt, dropped out of the race just a few minutes before the nominations closed. Mr Sunak will be succeeding Liz Truss just 7 weeks after she defeated him in the previous contest. And he takes office at a time of deep economic trouble, with Labour and the SNP, the Lib Dems, other opposition parties all demanding an immediate general election so that voters can have their say. First this evening, let's join our political editor Chris Mason at Westminster.